So this causes the incretin activity, and in GLP it discovered later in 1980s, and it is secreted by the distal ileal L cells, and it is mainly stimulated, secretion is stimulated by the glucose only. So once you talk about the incretin effect, it is more with the GIP, because the portion of incretin is almost 40 to 45% is covered with this, and rest of the portion is covered with the GLP. So now what is the proposed roles of the GLP and the GIP in the metabolism? So we know everything about these two hormones, but main focus point is GLP activity is basically on the central nervous system. They reduces the food intake, they increases the satiety and increase the nausea. And on pancreas, it causes the more of secretion of insulin. It is reduce the glucagon secretion, and it ultimately in stomach is causes the delayed gastric emptying. So, but in case of GIP, it again basically it causes the reduction in the food intake, but on a counterpart, it reduces decreased nausea. And in pancreas is again increases the insulin secretion, and again in this there is an increase in the glucagon basically secretion, that is in glucose dependent way. But when you talk about the adipose tissue, which is not an activity of an GLP-1, a GIP causes the increased insulin sensitivity. It also causes the increased lipid buffering capacity. What is the meaning of lipid buffering capacity? Meaning is once the adipocytes are deposited inside the basically visceral fat, they causes the hyperplasticity of the adipocytes, which is more kind of a stable kind of fat, which is called as a buffering capacity. So this increases the mobilization of the visceral fat easily. So increased blood flow to the adipocytes, sir, is already mentioned this, and it increases the storage capacity in